Welcome to this.podcast. I'm your friendly host, Jay. Joined by my friends. We got Co.
Man, what we talking about?
And we got Uncle Damo. You can, the intro music we're listening to is MNLD, Midwest Mardi Gras. Shout outs to Montbello back in 97, 98. Classic right here. You could catch this streaming on all major platforms, Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music, and you can catch us on the same platforms. And we got video on YouTube.
Man, shout out to Ike, man. That is my man.
Shout out to Ike.
Ike is my man. Ike, we gonna have you on the show, man.
Absolutely.
That's my dog right there.
And then shout out to the incredible Lawrence and Larimer for providing the space. You can catch them at 3225 East Colfax Avenue, or you can, dude, stop rubbing on my knees, man. That's nasty.
Hey, you got knee pads.
That's nasty.
He a nasty nigga, ain't he?
Or you could come, the brick and mortar, or you can get on lawrenceandlarimer.com. But you can't get these jeans at L&L. No knee pad jeans.
Hey,
but they do have
you get
denim.
those off of,
He don't know.
What's up?
He don't know. He jet lagged.
Fashion Nova.
Well, where you?
He jet lagged.
Or you could get these. What are these, man? The hammer pants,
Copper fits.
the copper fit jeans. Nice one, Cole. They keeping his knees warm.
Keeping everything nice and tight.
Copperfit.com.
Yeah, that's funny. And then you can hit us up for this merch. Check out Damo. He finally wore his sweatshirt along with Cole. He got his this merch on. And without further ado, let's get into the special guests. All right. So today we have two special guests. Let me cut off the intro real quick. MNLD, Midwest Mardi Gras. But we got two special guests. We've been trying to have these guests on for quite some time. They've been ducking and dodging. They've been
being difficult,
super busy.
Divas.
These two women are hard to get in touch with, man. And I mean,
totally
hard. Hard.
I know.
Which I don't never come on.
But you want to be on the show?
But these two are co-founders of Chic, which stands for Collaborative Healing Within the Communities. And their mission is to build women's economic, social, and cultural capital, because powerful women building healthy families and thriving communities is super important. It's a necessity.
In other words, they don't do shit.
Do a lot, man.
No, we create magic.
He's a hater. He's a hater. Like, he's naturally
and
just
why
hates.
it's all love, and I appreciate the intro. I want to make sure we get the name.
Yes,
correct.
so
it's
welcome.
Collaborative Healing Initiative.
Man, black people will not let you intro. They just won't. They won't let you get nothing off. I can't even. I'm trying to big her up. She won't even let me do that.
You said the name wrong. I was just correcting you with the name.
Damn.
It's not Chic?
No, you said collaborative healing. You just missed the initiative within community.
Oh,
so I was just
got
correcting
it.
that. So please go back. I was just making sure that people got the name right.
Nah, you
Hey,
right.
is her
Make
mic
sure I.
working?
Hey,
Gotcha.
it's your show now. It's your
Gotta
show.
do it right.
Gotta do is right. You gotta
Yeah,
do
I
is
hear
right.
her.
Okay. I hear it, but I don't hear it here.
Welcome, Sade Cooper and Hilari Smith to the show. Let's give you a round of applause. Yeah,
They fine, ain't they?
they are.
They fine.
Long time
in the
overdue.
building.
How y'all feeling?
Good.
You good? See, I tried to get your mic and everything adjusted before the show. You still messing with the mic.
Still messing with it.
Hey, Sade came in her Sunday's best.
She look good. She got that. That's pink, right?
She said, "Hey, Mom, I'm gonna buy some
I
shoes
stay
to match
ready.
my fit."
Let me tell you, I stay ready. If you know I'ma stay ready all
the
all
onesie jumpsuit, looking good. The romper. That's what that is.
Romper?
Yeah, it's a romper. Yeah, absolutely. Looking good.
It make all the parts look
Right?
good,
I'm
great.
impressed.
All the curves.
They got male rompers. Hey,
All the curves.
Hey, the funny thing, they got
look
the
good.
male rompers, man.
No, that was a big hit for a while.
Hey, would you wear a male romper?
Oh man, how do you got to? Like, yo, just imagine yourself got to take all your clothes off in public to go use the bathroom.
Just go to the bathroom.
Hey,
That's
what would
hilarious.
y'all think about
Probably
a
not
man?
men, though.
What would y'all think about a man that wore a male romper? Would you think less or greater of them?
That's a hard question, I guess.
Go.
That's
It
hard.
depends on the
It
fit
depends on-
for me.
and it
Is
depends
it
on
a
the
tight
romper, 'cause can
romper,
you
or is
wear-
it like
they
a
have-
baggy? I'm
A
going
baggy
to
kinda-
back,
No, a fitted
sorta
romper.
East Coast-ish.
I don't want
You feel me?
I feel you on
Then
that.
I'm
yeah,
like,
a
okay.
Carhartt.
Yeah.
A Carhartt romper.
Yeah.
I can get down with
Ah, got it.
Jumpsuit,
Those
something.
jumpsuits.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Carhartt
hey,
romper. You
Hilary.
know, you know,
Hey,
nah, you
Hilary,
right.
you like
You
the
right.
But if it's a
Absolutely.
fitted bottom, if they're
Hey.
tight on the bootay,
Yeah.
I don't want it.
Walking around
I
here
don't
like the
wanna
Blue
do it.
Man
I don't
Group.
wanna do it.
Yeah.
Jay Hilary likes the dudes with the dirty fingernails.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I got no
Oh
desire.
yeah. She want them thugs, man.
Yeah.
I got no
Ooh.
desire for. I wanna gain.
Like with them
Hey.
rough hands, right?
Bald head
Hey,
male,
I like
they be
bald head
on
male
I-
romper.
Aisle
like
3
the
in
birthday
Walmart.
gift.
Let me get
Stop.
romper extra large.
Absolutely not.
Rubber, extra large.
Not.
The Carhartt with
Pass.
the Timbos. I see you. They gotta have the Timbs.
No,
Look at
with
you.
the Carhartt boots.
But
Oh,
Carter
they
got
do that.
boots.
They got
Oh,
boots?
absolutely.
They do. They got all kind of clothing.
Hey, the jokers lean to the side on Wednesdays.
he the
She buy
only
them
one.
on
He the
Sunday.
only one that cop them and wear them, but they got
Yeah.
them.
That's how I know.
Everybody
seen
else
them?
was Tim's. But let's get into y'all's story, ladies. All right, before we have a bunch of fun. I'm gonna keep it plain and simple. Chic is doing awesome things, and I want y'all to give us the origin story of how y'all came about creating such a terrific nonprofit organization.
Hill. Let's start with Hill.
Oh
Hilltop.
my
Let's start.
gosh.
Let's start Hilltop.
Well, thank you, Courtney, for the pleasant, and thank you, James, for that wonderful introduction. It was amazing.
You deserve it.
Thank you. Thank
What
you.
about me?
You didn't do shit,
And
man,
thank you,
except be late.
I appreciate you.
That's all you did.
You went to men jumpers.
Thank you for bringing
I
in
don't know, male jumpsuits.
the thought of a male romper.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll reconsider it now.
take it.
But yeah, shout out. What up, though, everybody? Pleasure to be here. Chic.
Yeah.
We are 5 years strong. Let me take you on a journey here. No, just play it. Going back, I think it was something that was really like, my sister, my friend, my dog, my partner over here was working for an organization that was really focused on men, right? And providing these resources specifically for men that were indirectly or directly affected by gangs. And I think it was something that was clear that was like, what about the ladies, right? Like, where's the love? Where do the women get? Where the lovely ladies, right?
100.
And so originally, it was myself, Sade, and several other ladies sat around the table, like really brainstorming, like, what could this look like? What does this look like to really intentionally create services and provide supports for young ladies indirectly or directly affected by gangs, whether that was a grandmother, girlfriend of a gang member, or an actual person who was in the gang. So, we talked and we rapped and we was like, what could this be? I think I can speak for myself. I came up with really having a lot of support around me, a lot of support from some amazing women. So that was what we were thinking. Like, what is it to just share a little love, shine some light on some women, give them some extra one up, right? And so out birthed Chic. Chic, again, we were able to be under this amazing organization, Impact Empowerment Group, where we were really intentionally working with women. So when men walked in the door, first question we was asking, you got somebody, wait, oh, your girl outside, tell her come on in, right? Like,
Yeah.
we really wanted to be intentional in making sure we were building relationships, getting to know women, and providing them with the resources they needed to be successful.
So can I ask you a question about that? So was your focus when you first started out, was it a particular age group? Were you like, we want to get younger women? Or were you like, let's start from the top and then work our way down? Or was there any rhyme and reason to that?
I mean, I think when we originally organically started, it was more younger women, but we were open, I think, at that time. I think that we were really like all women. Any woman, specifically black women, that needed help, we were going to help them. And I think what we started to learn is it is generational, right? And when you're working with a young girl that's dealing with some of those issues, low income, low education levels, we were seeing like, well, my family, my mama needs some help too, my grandma needs some help too. And so I think organically it became something where it was like, we just want to work with black women, right? And then we saw like, listen, it's the power in saying we're going to work with a woman and we're going to work with her child. Or we're going to start working with a child and then, we need to connect with your mom, or we need to connect with your sister, or, with whatever other woman you have in your life. So, I think I'm answering it correct. I feel like it was an organic thing. Like, I think it was just something like, we want to work with just black women. I think we were more specific to, like, the area we were in, the community we were in. I think that was more of, like, where the strategic thought process came.
I think, definitely our focus was, one, like what she said, working with black women, making sure that there are supports for black women and youth, right? I think, like she said, it evolved, right?
Yeah.
Right.
You start working with their children, and you say, like, oh, my gosh, there is so much more that we can be doing, right?
Yep.
Especially when you start to peel back those layers. And we're in this systems where we're only putting Band-Aids on issues.
Yeah.
And we're not trying to understand, like, what are the root causes? And Hilari hit it right on the net. It's generational.
Yep.
Got it.
Right? Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
and we're in this, like, just a little bit about what Chic does, right? So outside of what we do in education, where we provide kids with the experience of social, emotional, and cultural learning for K through 12, we provide workforce opportunities for women. We are the first Black-led, woman-led pre-apprenticeship program where we pay women a livable wage to get into construction trades, and that's just today. We're moving to entrepreneurship, or whatever the market demands. We want to make sure that women have a space. And then we do high levels of reentry work for young ladies, high levels of mentorship for young ladies who are involved in the justice system, right? And so, it all just stems back to, like, how can you help a child without peeling back the layers and discovering, like, no, we need to be helping the family. Right, to create generational change, because we're in these systems like where people don't know what they don't know.
They don't know what they don't know. What's
so interesting to me is when I hear both of y'all talk. You okay? Hey, when he gets up,
it's very rare. It's very rare when Killer get up.
I'm like, is he about to sell some clothes?
Okay, let's go, Damo.
Damo. Real talk. So, like, when I think about what both of y'all said, it's hella profound. It's interesting because me, Jay, and Courtney, or whatever amount of my boys will sit at a table, and drunk talk comes into the equation. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do this. But y'all made it come to, like, fruition. Like, you took action. What was the thought at whatever table you were at to take action, and how did that come about?
I mean, the action is, like,
let's do it.
Here's what we do know, what I do know, right?
Speaking to the mic.
In order for there to be a Burger King, there was McDonald's, right? And it's not reinventing the wheel. It's just seeing, like, no, we need to change it up and deliver services a different way and be intentional for Black women. And there's been programs out there that have been designed to sort of try to create, a system for Black women, but they just haven't done it. And I think for us, it was like, nah, we're tired of seeing how they do our children. Yeah. We're tired of seeing how they do Black women in the justice system, in places like in workforce, like in education, in the systems that are supposed to support us. We're not being supported. And, being and working for an organization who designed and supported men, we like, goddamn. Behind every Black man, right, there's a strong Black woman, a sister, a grandmother. And so when you think about where change really happens, it comes from a woman.
It does.
A Black woman.
It comes from a Black woman.
It really does. And so we're like, well, shit, let's go ahead and change the narrative, change how our nation is supporting, and say, let's do something different. Let's support the woman.
Yeah,
So
and I think I'm sorry. Go ahead. I think also a big part, Coop hit on, like, of our programs, community is one. Like, you can't do the change unless you in there and you know what's up, right? Like, Sade's born and raised Denver. I've been in Denver now over 16 years. And when you're in it and you on the ground and you see it, it makes it easier to be like, yeah, we start right here, right? Because the people that we're helping and we working with, these are people we know. These are people we've been around with. I worked at the bank. Sade worked at the bank at 5 Points. So many other just being involved in community, like, you get to see what your people need, and it's like, yeah, I'm right here. We're connected. We touching y'all. Why not touch you in a way where we can, uplift you and provide the support? So I think it's something to say about being connected to the community, being in it, and knowing what's down, right? So you can show up in an appropriate way.
No, that's dope. I think that's beautifully said. Is like, you got to be in the community in order to propagate that change. Like, you got to know, you got to be on the ground level, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Grassroots.
Grassroots.
Grassroots organization.
Got to be that soldier to know what's out there, right?
It either starts top down or bottoms up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Y'all want
Bottoms up. Hey.
Hey.
I was about to start dancing.
So for you, what's some of the like, if we could get into specifics real quick of, like, when you're creating these programs to support women, especially Black women, like, what are some examples of some of the concentrations of, like, what we do to make that change?
Go ahead, Hilltop.
Well, I think a lot is about what I just said, us, like, being connected and knowing. I think, I can speak for myself, Sade, like, from family, right? Just from seeing the struggles that Black women have, being a Black woman, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's first and foremost. Like, as a Black woman, I've experienced things. I've been through things. I've seen my mother. I've seen my sister. I've seen my, all these Black women around me. So I think that helps us have a one-up as well, to know, like, this is what we need. This is what we want. Like, we seen it, the Black mother who had the kids and, was trying to make ends meet, right? Just to get this next opportunity, and trying to, struggle, like, do I, stay home, take care of the kids, or do I go out here and better myself, So that's where it's like, yo, we're going to do a training where we're not going to ask you to choose. We're going to pay you for this training, right?
That's what I'm asking.
We see,
Yeah.
I think you see the things. When we think about, like, the free summer camp that we offer, we get it. That we see the mother who wants to, do what she needs to do in the summer or work or whatever it is. You got the kids in. Yeah, we want to ease that, right? So I think we create what we need, what we know works based on the women that have been around us. So it's another one of those things, just being connected with the work, right?
So it's like things because what I heard in that is, like, providing, you said, like, a summer camp, right? Mm-hmm. So within that summer camp, it could be things like job skills, I don't know, parenting skills, or some things that.
Well, that summer
give you
camp
access.
is more for the youth, right?
Right.
So that's the youth, and then you are right, at the same time, still having those workshops, like the training workshops, where a parent can come or a woman can come and say, listen, I don't have 12 weeks to give you, right? But what we can do is provide you a 4-week training that gets you certified, that gets you, what you need in this short time, but you still walk away with so much knowledge and, education and certificates. So I think I'm saying, like, we really try and think, like, what did we need, right? What do the women around us need, and what do we see the community needs? And then that motivates and pushes us to create these programs. And of course, like Sade said, like, we're trying to get women to be able to be sustainable, right? We want them to be able to hold it down for themselves, to, like, really have the money and the wealth, right? And the wealth comes in so many different ways, right? We want the health equity, we want we want it all, right? And so I think when we're talking about women being able to provide for their families and build thriving communities and build thriving families, we know we got to start by giving them economic mobility, right? We have to start by allowing them that one-up, that opportunities.
Absolutely.
Like, so
I also want to just add in, like, relationship is the foundation of what
Girl,
it's
you're
built
going to have
on.
to talk
So
into the mic.
mentorship.
There you go. Now
Mentorship is key. We're not just giving these women opportunity, we're walking with them, right?
100%.
And that is
Partnering.
huge.
Partnering.
Yeah.
Right? Empowering these women in whatever they want to do. And so I think that's, like, very important.
That's huge.
And our services, and I'll say this a million times, like, Chic is the untold story of many women and youth. And so every woman who walks in our door has a story, and we want to go ahead and meet them where they are, right? And so, it's grounded in relationships.
Let's highlight but so for me, like, let's highlight a woman in the program, if we can just tell a short story of a short success story from Chic, to where, you guys brought a woman in
Or a young lady.
A woman
Couple
or a
of
young
them.
lady.
Got a few
You
of
know what I
them
mean? Let's
stories.
talk about those success stories. You know what I mean? Let's give Chic his flowers.
Yeah, I mean, we got a few of those stories. I think going all the way back to Charmaine Frazier, right? In our very start and our roots. I look at a Tina who spoke at our gala. You know, a young lady came in, or a young woman, mid-woman.
Yeah.
Mid-age woman
woman,
that came in and, you know, was experienced homelessness. And in the midst of our program, not only got her confidence back, got some skills, but also got her voucher for her home. And she really, like, kudos Chic, because we were there with her, like Sade, to Sade's point, throughout that whole time. You know, getting her to
This
appointments, making sure that she,
bussin'.
you know, took care of the business that she needed to get the voucher and to get where she did, giving her the grace, right? That's one thing we do. Like in this program, that's when I say when we were relatable, like we know things happen, right? Some people will, oh, you missed a day, you got to go. Like working with her, giving her the grace so that she could get this training and take away and walk away with these certs. And now she's on a pathway to in another training program, you know, trying to continue her success in construction. Another young lady who just wrote us a letter through Workforce saying, like, listen, she changed my life. Who currently is in a new program, and, you know, continue to provide the supportive services for her so that she can be successful now as she's going down this new pathway in construction. So that's just from the women's side. I go back to the schools, you know, being at East High School, and really, like, you know, still talking to some of those girls today that's like, listen, she built my confidence. It showed me about sisterhood. It showed me about, you know, responsibility, accountability. So I think there's tons of those stories, tons. And I think the book is still being written, right? There's so much more stories that's going to come.
Hey, you know, my mom was the assistant principal at East High School.
Yeah. I
Shout out to
don't go to East.
Mrs.
I'm just shouting them
Underwood.
out. Cause
Oh, I thought
we
you
were
went
there.
to East. You talking about East High School?
No, she
'Cause
said
we
you
have a
just
program there.
We have a program
a
there.
program.
I don't want to talk to you no more.
Man, pay attention.
Balloons.
Yeah. He be
Balloons.
lost.
So real quick, with that, you said so Chic's been around for 5 years, right?
5
No
years.
balloons.
So
Six
don't get mad because
technically.
you.
We
Tell
were
them.
a program.
Tell them. Really?
Nah,
Before we were a
he's trying to prove himself
501c3.
now,
So
but-
6 years we've been around.
Nice. What I was going to ask, so as far as a nonprofit organization, can you kind of express, especially for Black philanthropy, like sometimes I feel like in order to get the dollars, you got to do extra. You got to prove a little bit more than our counterparts, maybe at sometimes. You know what I mean? So it's like we might not give you the money unless you know we've seen you do this, or you got to apply it to this.
Yeah.
Have y'all experienced those kind of hardships of like trying to get grant money, raise money, and had to bend to the will of your donors to be like, well, if I give you this money, you have to do said with this?
Yes, we've experienced that.
Well, let's talk about it.
Talk about it.
Yeah. I mean, if you feel
You don't need to
confident.
call
Look,
out
I'm
names.
already.
Yeah.
She's like,
I'll just tell you this. In the beginning, when we started, I remember going to a foundation here and expressing and sharing this big idea. And them looking me in my face was like, well, if your budget size isn't over $250,000, like, we can't do anything for you. We're going to keep giving to who we're going to keep giving to.
Got it.
And I was just like, that was so disheartening. Because you're telling me that my people's problems don't matter because my budget isn't $250,000 at this time. And I'm telling you it does. And so just being in a system where you see dollars that keep going to white nonprofits that say they serve Black and brown kids, and us not really seeing it that way. So very hard. It's still hard. We're in an industry right now. It's a $66 billion industry, right? And we only get not 0.5% of that. Crazy. That means that, like, supports, when I come down and value that per Black girl or woman, that's $5.48.
Wow.
There's
That's
a
crazy.
huge disparity
Of
funding that is given to Black-led organizations, especially woman-led organizations.
How many women are in the Chic community?
Thousands.
Yeah,
I mean,
at this point, I'm just going to put it in perspective. When COVID hit, we raised $75,000 within 45 days, and we gave monies back out to 661 families who needed it.
Actually,
as our government was trying to figure out how do
This
we go
podcast,
ahead and get
bussin',
support
bussin'.
to families,
Right.
right? Like, women still have essential needs,
Right.
right? Like diapers
Absolutely.
or things that food stamps cannot buy. So, our family is huge.
Huge.
We touch 250 kids a day or more just within our support, just within our enrichment programming. That's not talking about the 40 women that we serve and we provide a livable wage to in our training program. That's not talking about our community service events that we do for free, our Tales from the Hood in Aurora, our movie in the park that happens at Skyland, right? Outside of just us like wanting to be here, outside of what we are trying to do with educational justice for Black coloradans. We could talk about that because we want to touch every Black person in the state of Colorado.
Well, let me give you a round of applause for
And
that.
so, we talk about our
shit,
community.
For real,
Talk that
yeah.
shit,
Like
dog.
it's big, and so
Talk that shit, dog.
Come
There you
on.
go. There you
To
go.
this day.
You did.
To this day.
You did.
to this day.
That's funny.
Yeah, so now
Slight
it's a
flex.
hard
No, and you
space,
should.
but
No,
we
I
are
feel it.
changing
No,
it.
I
We
love-
are changing
I wanted to
of
say
how we are working with
There it is.
funders.
There
we
it
are now
is.
no longer can you come in and tell us like
Come
this
on.
are the grant requirements. No, we have requirements from you too.
Yep.
This
No,
is
that's
a
how it should be.
relationship. This
You-
is a
you should have grant
This is a
requirements.
partnership. And,
Absolutely.
And for decades, it has not been this
Yeah.
way. They tell you how you need to serve. No, I'm gonna tell you that I need to get your coaching.
Yep.
Right.
Sit
Absolutely.
with your financial analyst, right, and learn like how you guys do business. No, this is a partnership, and so I think Chic is coming into that space, like where we're setting the tone of how you need to work with us or how we're going to do business with you, and we don't gotta take your dollars.
This podcast.
Say that.
That's dope.
Say that.
So,
Absolutely.
Say that. No, I wanted to make sure. I knew she was probably gonna get there, but I wanted to make sure like we shaking shit up, right? Like
Yeah.
we're changing the narrative of what it looks like for you to be a traditional funder. Like here's the money, here's your obligations. Nah, like. And Sade's been good at just leading that and how we're really moving as an organization and Chic to say, nah, we're not gonna be a traditional nonprofit. We're not gonna play within your box. We're gonna do things our way, and we're gonna make
This is
y'all
our
hear
box.
us. Y'all gonna make y'all see us. You gonna hear us, and the change is gonna come, right? Because we are committed to shaking shit up and not being the normal traditional nonprofit. Like everything you think you know about a nonprofit, dismiss that when you come to Chic, right?
we're a unicorn in our country.
No,
We're uni.
In our
we,
country.
We talked about
We're a uni.
unicorns last
What
week.
up, D
We're a
Cash?
unicorn.
Yeah.
What makes you all a unicorn?
Well, first it's just us. No,
I'll talk your shit.
No,
I'll get that off.
Talk
Yeah.
your
That's what
shit.
it is.
No,
No,
talk
no,
your
no.
shit.
I had to-
Like,
Can we get a
hey,
mad
put
clap?
yourself out there. Like, what makes you different?
Because Damo will call you Damo call her he call you a colorful horse.
Fam. Yo, you know where he's getting this unicorn stuff from?
Is that where you were going with that? Okay, because I was really sitting
he
here
got
trying
it
to
from
think.
me
like,
though,
what
because
got
I
what?
wrote an article about being a
I did.
unicorn, and he been running with it ever since.
What was the article? I'm
That
interested.
he's a unicorn.
It don't even matter. It's not
Okay.
about me.
Don't go there,
Yeah,
okay.
it's
My
about
bad.
y'all.
It's about shit.
But that's where you go to
bad.
because I wrote an
And
article
Jay
about
is a
being a
unicorn.
unicorn.
You could be a
About you,
unicorn.
I
Hey,
mean-
hey, listen. You could be a unicorn or a colorful horse. Which one you want to be?
I like to be one
Hey,
of a kind.
That's an
y'all
inside
unicorns.
joke.
But
Y'all
what,
gotta watch the pod. Y'all gotta come up here and watch the pod.
what makes Chic a unicorn?
Unicorn, Miss Unicorn over there. Let's start.
No,
What?
Here.
What?
Yeah, what
oh
makes
my
y'all
gosh,
unicorns?
it's so what?
No, it could be
No,
whoever.
we want to hear from Hill.
Yo. Let's go.
Okay, I'm gonna pass the mic to Sade.
Oh,
You wanted to hear from me. I gave it to you.
well, let's go.
No, I think when you're able to take something from a vision, a dream, and implement it and affect lives under 5 years, when you're able to raise $3.7 million in under 5 years,
Now we're going somewhere.
when you're
This
able
podcast.
to come in and really shape policy that hopefully is going to affect the nation,
No.
great in under 5 years, and what we've been able to do. I just haven't seen it been done anywhere else.
When you're able
impact,
to run an
come on.
organization with 99, no, maybe that's a heavy number, 95% black women, right?
13 women we have on our
13,
team.
and with
We
all
employ
women,
13
but
women.
of our 13 women,
Throughout the organization,
our
right?
entire organization
Staff.
is ran by women. Our staff, we're doing something that hasn't been done, running an organization for women, by women, and by black women, right?
That's what's up.
Yeah, that makes us a unicorn by itself, right?
We're talking about
black women.
ownership, building ownership.
Yep.
We're not.
I saw y'all
Now.
had one white girl in there.
Now.
I don't know
Yeah,
who
we
that
do.
was.
That's why I said I
cold.
had to bring it down to 95%.
But she cold. But she cold.
That's
She
what
cold.
it
She
Our
Our
cold.
strategist,
She
Catherine
cold.
Casey.
Yeah,
Shout out,
she is.
No, it's
Casey,
just
if
women
you
in
watching.
general, but
Yeah.
yeah,
So
black
what-
women.
Shout out, Casey, if
Casey.
you watching.
But
Yeah, shout out
we got
to everybody.
We have
Real
to-
talk.
Yeah.
So what I'm
Bussin'.
hearing is a couple things that make y'all a unicorn. Number one, you've affected policy across the state of Colorado.
Yeah.
Number
Yeah.
one.
Yes.
Number two, you've raised $3.7 million within the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Solid. Number three, you all are black owned and black ran, 95% black owned. And shout out
97
Katie?
97 of the 13.
What's it Katie?
Of
Is
the
that her name?
13, 11
Catherine.
women are black.
Catherine.
Yeah.
Shout out to Catherine.
Shout out to Catherine and Darcy,
for being an
whatever.
ally. And you know what? The reason why I asked you this question, I'm passionate about it, because I have 3 daughters, and I need to make sure that over the next 3 years, not 3 years, I'm sorry, their lifetime, they're taken care of.
Yeah.
Like in the state of Colorado, I want them to have a voice. I need them to have an avenue. I need them to have somewhere to go to be able to say, hey, mentor, mentee, like, you know.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's just dope.
Yeah.
And I commend y'all.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Man, but
Thank you.
But Damo, yo, they haven't even scratched the surface on what they really doing. You know, let's pull out the weapons of
man,
mass
I don't wanna
destruction.
talk about it. That's
Let's
what
talk,
it's
so
for.
let's talk about EJBC. Let's talk about that and
Yeah.
what Chic and how Chic is leading
Chic
the
snaps.
way.
Chic snaps. Let's talk.
She- But let's
Cool.
go on stages. Let's
Yeah,
go.
okay.
Let's
Yeah,
go
okay.
EJBC.
So, Sauce,
Because we're
question
talking about
it.
policy.
Yeah, so
you
tell us what
talked
that
about
is.
what is it, Sade?
EJBC, Educational Justice for Black Coloradans. EJBC.
Let's talk about it.
I just gave a little intro. That was
What does it mean?
No, we getting there. We getting there. Slow down.
Yeah, you know, this initiative came in the wake of the murder of George Floyd, where myself, Hilari, colleagues around in the community, like got together. And honestly, I think I and most of the people on the call was sick of getting on calls without action.
Yeah.
And really just came up like as a team, us and along with another community partner of we believe that every Black person in the state of Colorado should have access to a post-secondary education for free, reskilling, credentialing for free. And it really just morphed into what we call now educational justice for Black Coloradans, where you will have up to 6 years of monies to pursue your BA,
Associates.
master's,
Masters, all of that,
associates.
yeah.
If you want to go
Vocational, whatever.
vocational,
Yep.
That's
for
dope.
free.
For free.
For free. It is a reparations movement
Reparations.
that we are asking for because we should be entitled to this for the wrongdoings that Black people have endured.
Yeah.
And
That's
so we're not backing down from it. It's a fight just because of even using the words reparations,
Yeah.
even trying to do anything that is
What's that?
race-based due to
Stigma on it.
anti-classification
work.
due to the to the civil rights movement. Like you can't really, they don't want you to talk about race. So
No, absolutely.
it is a fight, but we've made tremendous strides. We have a hellified, damn near statewide committee of people who are invested in this.
So how can people help
wanna see
to help the cause? Like, how can I get involved to push something like that?
Yeah, we're we just created an endowment fund
Yes.
for this to start to kick this off. So that will be coming soon. It's going to take money to get this going.
Y'all
Private dollars first.
An endowment fund?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're in an endowment cohort
Whoa.
Yep.
with the
So
Rose
working to get
Community
this, yep.
Foundation.
How much?
Well, we're trying to. We don't.
Oh, okay.
We're
Yeah.
starting there. We
I
got to
get it.
raise
I
the
get it.
capital, but the thing is of having the mechanism there
An
to
endowment
to
fund
go.
is
get it
strong.
going.
Yeah.
Tell the
to
people
say
what
that,
that
if
means.
you don't got to give your money to Chic, give it to this.
Yeah,
Give it to
yeah.
EJBC.
And I think, James, I mean, it's the partnership too.
Yeah.
Like, we know that we are not going to be able to do this work by ourselves. Like, we're looking at it in a holistic approach. Yeah, there's monies for school, but the wraparound services, we want a person to be successful and be able to complete school. So not just pay for the schooling, but have the housing, have the things that they need to support them through that journey. So I think it's very important for the partnerships, the buy-in, for people to just say, hey, I want to partner with you all on this. And when we come to the collective table, it's crazy what comes out of that. So I think just the supporters, just the people to say, I'm in, right? And then from there, we figure out what those partnerships and how we nurture those and how we create them. But I say we need the partners. We need the people that are like, we want to support this cause. We down.
Love it.
We down.
Check out
Yeah, let me know.
EJBC now.
EJBCnow.com.
That's what's up. We're
Just
gonna
to
check
look
it out.
at it. It's
Y'all just got
coming.
websites just to have
We're
websites.
it's
No,
about
we
to
don't.
come and drop
No, we
hard.
don't. Yeah.
Hey,
So
Right now,
hey,
you
we
can
want to
put
give
in
our first
chic.org,
scholarship.
Yeah.
EJBC.com.
Yeah.
Like, I can see if I
EJBC
click in
now.
Like, you know how you just get lost in Instagram
Yeah.
and you start clicking? Hey,
And then-
that's what they doing.
So what are
I mean,
some of the
check out
barriers?
our
Like, you
page.
can't get
So-
outside the nonprofit once you get in. Like, you
Yeah.
can't get outside Chic. We got
you
all
can't get
kind of
outside
sites. We
Chic.
got you.
You all
Yeah, 'cause
in.
that's such. So for me, that's such a huge undertaking, right? Let's just briefly kind of just delve into some of the barriers. Like, what are some of the hardships? Like, some of those times where you're like, damn, another obstacle. Let's talk about some of the obstacles that they put in your way to kind of push this initiative forward, because this is something that's can effectively.
You're talking about EJBC.
Yeah,
EJBC,
that's what I
right?
said. Okay.
Right, because we talk about all these reparation type of programs, right?
Yeah.
It's not just in Colorado, but for example, they just literally did the study in California on what reparations should be owed to Black Californians,
Yeah.
right?
Signed by
And now,
Governor Newsom.
yeah, so then now we're talking
Governor
about
Sade.
reparations, free education for Blacks.
An example of that is your boy Newsom, right?
That's
the,
what I'm saying in California.
He
This is
gave
California.
back, I forget where it was at, but land back to
Yes.
the original
Yes.
Black
Yes.
owners.
Yes.
Yeah, so
But there were barriers.
that's
in
like
the way.
Yeah.
But there were barriers in the way.
barriers, but that's
So
an
let's-
example.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's talk about you guys is trying to attain this and trying to make this happen for Black Coloradans. Let's talk about just some of the barriers you guys are running into.
Yeah, I mean, I think some of the first things, like Sade said, when we talk about reparations, nobody wants to hear that, right? And it's like, ooh, let's stay away from that word, right? And so we've been.
Why? Why do we have to stay away from it?
We're not there yet.
That's what we say, but people aren't there yet. People still don't want to. They don't want to.
I
own
agree
up.
with you.
They don't want to own up. And so, I mean, that's a barrier in itself. You know, being able to do the race concept and prove that there was some injustice to Black people here in the state of Colorado, right? So I think that's a barrier of like getting past that and getting people to buy into it, right?
So is that just a state thing we should get away from it, or are you
No,
talking about national?
No, it's a
whole
global
wide.
thing. Yeah.
So it
So-
does
So I'm
not
just-
poll.
I have a question.
agree.
Anywhere-
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying, but see that there's have been policies, reparations that have been given to said Jewish people, right? And they've tagged it as reparations.
No, they didn't.
Okay, so I've done my research on this.
No. He's
It's-
right.
No,
there
no.
have been
Obama
I think, like 18
gave
reparations
$12
in the
million
US, in the
that
US
has
US
history
history.
where they've been able to say
Jewish
reparations.
citizens,
Handed out.
and it
Tagged
was
as reparations.
Yes,
reparations.
it was.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
yes,
was.
it was. Dom. Yes, 100%.
So I'm saying, why
except
do
for Black
we
people.
have to get away from it?
Yeah, except for
But
us.
I want to hear your perspective of
Well,
why
we're
you
not
think
going
we
to get
should.
away from it. Let's just be clear. We are standing strong on this is a initiative that is for reparations for Black people in the state of Colorado. So we're not getting away from it. Why? Again, it's the ownership. I don't think they want to acknowledge that there was wrongdoing to Black folks here, right? I think
Right.
that's always been the thing. Like, it's hard to own up to what has been done to us. So I'm with you. We're not getting away from it. That is not what EJBC is about. We are strong in saying that this is a form of reparations when we talk about this initiative.
It just doesn't
Hey.
It just doesn't go well.
It just doesn't go
nowhere
well.
in the country.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to
say,
deal with that.
Right.
And then
Like,
there's this other narrative of like, well, the hardships and the wrongdoing of slavery they try to have happened generations ago. Like why should I have to?
Yeah.
Why
do I pay
should
for it?
we have to pay for it?
Got it.
Right.
You taught me something.
What's that?
You taught me something. I didn't know that.
Unicorn, colorful horse.
Okay.
Sorry.
Colorful
Okay.
horse.
But
Unicorn.
it's about y'all, and I feel like what Cole was getting at, like those obstacles. I mean, is that one of them? Like the language that we have to hide behind to, push the bill.
Messaging.
The messaging.
The
Absolutely.
messaging is yes.
Like that's a big part of it.
That is a big part of it.
Is there anything else?
Funding, of course.
Funding
We
is the biggest thing. Yeah.
We have to, since we can't use public dollars at this moment because we don't have legislation that has passed that would allow us to use public dollars. We have to go and look at it in a private, get monies from the private sector.
So give us a ballpark figure of like your vision to actually make this work. How much?
Well, we did a feasibility study, and so
Tell people what a feasibility study is.
it is a study where you look at all like factors for something to thrive, right?
Market
like,
research.
What is market research?
Look at you.
There. Well, come on, Damo.
See, that's what I'm saying. Look at you.
Yes.
We
I'm
be
looking
calling
at
you Damo.
layman's
That's so
terms.
funny,
You know
man.
what to know.
He a colorful
He's a
horse with a
no.
baby
He just
horn.
wants-
I'm not. They do call me Damo.
Damo.
Uncle Damo.
Uncle
Damo.
Oh, it's Damo?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I've been hearing Damo. I'm sorry, Damo.
Get it right.
Damo.
It's
Get it right.
forever corrected.
Get it right, coach. and
Forever corrected. Okay.
Get it right. Get it tight. Get it right. Get it.
Get it
Damo
tight.
in the building.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
You have no rhythm. You have
You
2 left feet
crazy,
and 2
man.
right
Have you
knees.
seen? You don't even go to the club back in the day.
I saw you.
You ain't never seen me. But
Hey.
go ahead, man. What were you saying?
No.
He do that orders a picture at the club, don't got no rhythm.
You asked how much it would cost.
What places do we go
No,
where you
no, we're going back
only
to-
order pictures? You
I'm
right.
gonna order a picture at the club.
Yeah, so at the wings,
Hey,
the
give me a
wings,
picture.
challengers.
I want all pictures.
Ain't
I
no
don't want
rhythm at
bottoms. I want all
challengers, bro.
He said I go to challenge to get pictures of me.
This man said he ordered pictures.
Yeah, pictures of beer and wings. That's anywhere there.
All right.
Dude,
Sorry.
Hey, people ain't shit. So the point of entry in terms of cost, what is it? And you were talking about doing market research, blah, blah,
Yeah.
Cut
So just for us to get this going, it would cost the state of Colorado $33 million to send every black person to school
Drop in a bucket.
for free. That's nothing.
This
$33
podcast,
million a year.
blah. It's a lot of money.
We would be a
not a lot
last
of
dollar
money.
in
Not a lot.
scholarship.
That's not a lot of
Really
money.
That's a lot of
not
money.
That's
For every
really-
for every black
that's
person in the
really
state.
not
That's
a lot of
nothing.
money. No, it's
That's
not.
nothing.
That's not enough.
In the
not a
overall
lot.
scheme of things, it's not, but it's a lot of money.
Damo.
Yes.
How? Okay,
Not when
I'll
we're
wait.
sending money back.
But I'm not
Not when
minimizing.
our state is sending
I'm-
money back.
I'm not minimizing what you're saying. I'm just saying it's a lot of money.
Okay.
Cool.
Is it though?
So how much is
No.
the medical
For a state that has
and recreational marijuana tax on an annual basis in Colorado?
I don't know the answer to that, but I bet it's over 33 million.
Yeah.
It's like I'll look it up.
So it's not a lot of money. So it's not a lot of money.
It could be made up in a year
So it's not a lot of money.
easily.
I'm gonna look it up.
So I mean, we can do it.
Yeah.
We can do
We
that.
can.
At 33 million.
easy.
At 33 million?
That's easy.
33 million.
That's all.
That's how we feel.
And the barrier is the language.
Funding.
Yes, one of the
Reparations.
barriers.
Reparations.
Yeah, you cannot right now use public funds for anything that is technically race-based.
Anything that's race based.
Race-based.
Got it. Okay.
So due to the civil rights movement, they call this anti-classification. So in order to create equity, let's just stop talking about race and make sure that we provide services for all.
Yep.
So the moment that you bring race back in, you're really creating this discriminatory atmosphere.
That's the barrier.
And so
But
that
the
is the barrier.
government
And so
has
the way
created the race system.
Yep.
There it is.
And so the only way now, even though it's as crazy as it seems, we all know the harms and hardships that Black folks have experienced in America, right? We
Based
know
on
it.
their
We've seen
race.
it. Our history says it.
denounce all
But
that.
the
On
now
their
government
race.
is saying
Denounce all that.
The only way that will
We're not going to talk about
acknowledge
race.
it, prove
It's always
it.
been a race thing, but now we don't
This
talk
is
about
it. This is
when
the
comes
only
to
way we
dollars.
can move.
It's always been
Comes
race,
to the
bro.
money.
Always.
Can't talk about it.
But we got to prove it now. So we're in this situation of saying we have to prove it now, which is why we have to do a reparations study to say, okay, well, what harms have been done to Black people? What harms have been done to Black people here in Colorado?
Yep.
And then from that study, recommendations have to be made that the legislator can push to say we now understand the harms that we've done, and we can use public dollars now to right this wrong.
But to fund education.
But we have to.
But to fund education that will ultimately bring equity.
It's crazy.
That's the idea.
Hey,
That's crazy.
Why you look him up and down like that? Like he stole something.
Oh no,
This is
because she
crazy.
know because she know we're on the same page.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
$425 million is the number. I just looked it up on my phone.
Taxes
Say it
on
again.
marijuana.
Just
How
on
much?
marijuana, 425 million.
yeah.
All right, so 33 million is what?
It's
That's just on
it's
marijuana.
less than 10%.
Yeah, yeah,
That's just
So that's what I'm saying.
Stop.
absolutely.
No,
So
I
pivoting
I
a
just
little
wanted
bit.
to correct.
No.
Yeah.
I'm
Thank
glad
you for
fact-checked.
finding that stat.
Journalism. Let's talk about some celebration and wins because y'all have a lot of them and you talk about them. But I wanted to concentrate on just recently. You had your first gala, and talk about what that night was like for y'all to have, go out
So
there.
were the women from Chic wearing thongs at the gala?
Yeah,
They were. They had to be in those outfits.
You had to.
Hey,
talk to
Were,
them.
hey,
Or
were
no
the
thong
cheeks
at
out?
all.
That's what I need to know.
No thong at all. I just got to keep it real. Look, I
You
keep
had to be
Hey,
there.
because y'all some baddies.
Yeah,
Y'all
yeah.
came up in there, you were like, I'm having my cheeks out.
Talk about it here.
Courtney, you were there. Were the cheeks out? I'm just curious. No cheeks out. This was really a celebration. It's been 5 years of really going hard, doing our thing. You like how I wrote over there?
like
Doing
that.
our thing, providing, supporting, building an amazing team, an amazing foundation. So this was like celebrate, good time, celebrate.
Come
on.
Hey,
Go to
hey,
church.
hey, come on, come on. So it was just an amazing night. We had it at the Denver Art Museum. It was very upscale, so it wasn't too many cheeks
Y'all
hanging
bougie.
out.
A
Wasn't a lot of cheeks hanging out. It may have been a few.
Just naturally.
A hit
Hey.
and miss. Just exactly a natural cheek.
Natural
thing. Not a
curves. Natural
Well,
curves.
like one cheek.
or maybe you saw the imprint of the cheeks.
Okay, got
maybe
it,
the
got
cheeks
it,
was
got
like,
it.
oh, the
Yeah,
cheeks
yeah.
is there, but they wasn't
Sometimes
falling out.
they can't hide.
The
You
cheeks
know what I
wasn't
mean?
falling.
No,
They
absolutely.
was present.
You can't hide no
Yeah.
cheeks in the room
was
full of black
present.
women.
You feel me?
You can't hide no cheeks in the room.
But man, words can't express. It was a
the
magical
venue's
night.
dope.
Huh?
Can I ask you a question? How did y'all land that venue?
How did we land that venue? Listen,
That's
Juice.
a dope venue.
yeah, a
No,
person that was
Juice.
working with us
Juice.
earlier. It
Y'all
was
had
a
the
connection that was made.
Oh, shout
we
out to
went
Juice.
and had a talk way early in the year, right? And not even just landing the venue, but the venue was like, listen, we're down for what y'all do. We want to go ahead and comp the room, right? So
Damn.
it wasn't
Ask
even
and
like
you shall
that-
receive.
exactly the blessings that fall. Like when you're doing good things, like good things come to you, and that was one of those. Like, oh my God, you gonna comp us the room? Like,
That's
crazy.
dope.
Crazy.
it was amazing.
Crazy.
Just that. So shout out to the Denver Art Museum.
That's a beautiful venue.
Thank you. It was a
That is.
beautiful night. We
Amazing.
filled a room, over 200 people
That's dope.
that were there, community partners, funders.
How much money did y'all raise?
Dun 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 dun. Well, we set a goal of $50,000. I'm sorry. No, just playing. We married about $77,000.
Damn. So you started like the goal was $50K, and you raised $77,000.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Can I just say that was like really before we even had the gala.
Talk your shit.
That was before.
That was
gala.
like before we even asked for like any money from like the people who were attending.
Yeah,
like,
our goal was we hit the goal long time ago.
Yeah.
That was
from just the support from
That was-
community and sponsors
Yeah.
for buying tables and
yeah.
to put it in perspective, the first person we sent, and I gotta say it, I ain't gonna put them out there. The first person we sent our sponsorship packet to, they came back with a check for $25,000.
Cut the check.
Cut it.
Cut the check.
Just the first.
Cut it.
Cut it.
Cut it.
Cut
You
it.
better cut it.
So we've been blessed. We've just been blessed, and I gotta
That's
give all
dope.
the shout out to our Lord and Savior.
Praise the
who
Lord. My
shining on us,
God
y'all.
is
He's shining on us. He's shining
There we
hard.
go. There
Yes,
we go.
shining hard. Great night, amazing night, man. Shout out to just the a night of entertainment. It expressed everything who Chic is. We embody the arts. We embody expression. We embody music. It was one of those
You just
nights.
bodied it.
We
Right?
did
Y'all
it,
just
right?
bodied
We
it.
brought out people who
Oh.
spoke to our behalf, who said, like, if you don't know, now you know. So it was one of them things like, hello, here we are. If you didn't know, now you know.
So wait,
Y'all
let's hear
deserved it. Real
it
talk.
for real.
Thank
Cole, tell us about the night because you was there in attendance.
Oh man, it was. You know what? They. The cool thing about it, man, I've had a chance to just kind of doing the work with the Pirates, and kind of being able to kind of sit in some of these rooms, sit in some of these galas, man. And I gotta say, from venue to ambiance to just the overall vibe, man, it was a lovely event. It was the best gala I've ever been to. And I'm not saying that, I know people may hear that from me and they say, dog, you being biased. No. Like, yo, it was an excellent, like it was no downtime. Every minute of that gala was full of information that was entertaining. So you got Chic's story in a very entertaining way, right? And I enjoyed it,
good.
man.
The food was good.
Oh man, food was good, man.
Music was good.
But Taco Tuesday,
Shout out to Taco.
dude, they had a heart.
Prickly pear margarita.
Yeah,
They had a
lovely
they had
display.
a they had a harpist.
We had a female woman harpist.
Nice.
Black woman
who
harpist.
had women on her harp.
She was fine.
She put the gold
Hey,
women on her
is
harp.
she's fine.
Next
On her
level,
harp.
on the harp. She had the gold women.
Did you have
This
the
podcast
fitted Dockers on?
No, I had the I had a scotch and soda.
Talk to him, man.
You know,
He don't even know what that. He was
I
about
don't.
to sweat his
Shout out,
Blazer.
shout out to Scotch and Soda.
sit down.
I
don't.
Sade
can
told
tell.
me. She
Missing
told
your
me.
blazer.
She said, man, when you come to my gala, you need to have a blazer on.
Nah.
Did you show up in some ones or did you have the Stacey Adams?
Man, I had a Golden Goose. Shout out to Golden Goose. Golden Goose shoes, Scotch and Soda.
Blazer.
pants.
Why the boy rub his legs like that? He was making love to himself.
You was just
He
rubbing my
he was
knees
like-
earlier,
he
man.
was like,
I was?
No, this dude was just rubbing my knees. We talking about how you rubbing us.
Hey, man, Golden Goose shoes, Scotch and Soda, pants.
He was doing your. Here you go.
Sauce, you were clean.
Untuck it shirt for the
untuck it, okay.
40 and up guys.
That's what's up.
But real talk. Sade, Hilari, you guys look lovely. Man, there were wardrobe changes. There was a cocktail hour, like they were dressed for the cocktail hour, and then they went to the wardrobe change and came out.
Hold
for the
up,
show.
y'all had wardrobe change.
Wardrobe
Sweating, huh?
change.
Hey, when I change outfits, I sweat. Were y'all sweating?
No, it's easy breezy.
Don't sweat.
Make this shit look
You don't
good.
sweat?
I glisten.
Hey,
I
but
glisten and glow.
Does your poop stink?
I glow.
I don't want to brag, but I will say if I could share the emails.
That
and
dude is weird.
He's
That dude
weird.
is
He's
so
weird.
paying no
weird.
attention.
If I could,
If you don't sweat when you change clothes,
I don't think that's
your
normal.
poop doesn't stink.
I don't know about that, but I don't want to brag, but I will say there was tons of emails and calls that got some of that same thing. Like hands down, I've been to tons of galas. This is hands down the best gala I've been to, and that warmed our hearts.
It was because you know
it definitely took it to a next level. The venue was definitely a game changer.
But you know what? And this is just me. If y'all had that in the cafeteria, the way y'all put it together, every moment of the gala was entertaining. It wasn't a time where it was like, sometimes you get sleepy at them shits. Like, I was at a gala, I was watching the fucking game. I was like, no, but everything was engaging. Everything was inspirational.
Layers.
And it was awesome to see. It was awesome to see black women.
Coloring book.
Yes.
Story.
Yes.
It was.
Yes.
And our program was an actual coloring book.
I know, that's why I threw it out there. Y'all not giving the story. You know what I'm saying?
It was you could actual color the program. It was
No,
a coloring
but like
book.
that's the black woman touch that nobody gets.
It was.
You don't get it unless you're.
I get it, fam.
No, you don't get it unless you have proximity to a black woman.
Yeah, no, I'm not. And like I said, I'm not even trying to.
Am I lying?
No, you're not. Right. You're not. It had all of their touches on.
That's a great take, though.
Yeah. And
it was truly done in chic fashion.
Yeah.
Fam. Round of applause to y'all.
Round of applause.
I just killed it. That's it. Embodied it.
Man, so if you guys don't mind, I just want to take a maybe sharp
left turn.
Left turn.
Full left.
And kind of, I know Sade and Hilari, they're sisters, they're business partners, they're fucking family, right?
They are.
But let's kind of
you got a gift for them the way you talking?
Nah, let's separate them a little bit.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because, granted we're interviewing both of them here as a unit, you know what I mean? So but let's talk about some of the things that they're doing, individually to kind of boss up. Let's start with you, Hilari. What you got going on?
I'm having the trouble that you constantly keep starting with me. Is there something? Am I missing something?
No.
Okay.
Just answer the question.
I appreciate it.
Just answer the question.
So
always got to run some shit. This is our show.
I'm just saying.
This is our show.
Hilari.
If I want to call on Hilari,
thank you, Courtney.
Hilari needs to answer.
Yeah,
thank you.
And we gonna get to the
now. What y'all don't understand is we taped last night, so I'm trying to throw some back. Yeah, if you got the underline of last night,
shout out.
And he was a guest. And,
Hilltop and
I kind of feel like he ran my show, but it's all good. It's all love.
Wait, who's Hilltop?
Me.
Hilltop. Smooth.
Tell the story behind Hilltop. Tell the story behind
our network.
Hey,
check them out.
You want to tell the story behind Hilltop?
Hilltop. No.
Talk about it.
So
I want to go back to your original question.
Yeah, what you got going?
No.
Hey, here's my question.
No.
Why can't sometimes the ladies you got to sit back in the passenger seat and just ride? So I say, Hilari, just ride. So if I call you, let's go. Just ride sometimes. You ain't always got to give me pushback.
All right, man. So the original question.
Let's get this together.
Right over the co. Yeah, that's co.
And Courtney be like, so Hill, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
What you got going?
But thank you for hollering. Living life. I'm excited that I just started a venture. I am proud to say that I am a cannabis connoisseur.
Hey.
I don't like it.
I have been a flower girl for a long time. Okay. And out of that, I came up with this amazing idea to start a cannabis bed and breakfast. Yeah.
Hey, I like bed and breakfast though.
What's the name?
So inappropriate. Our Place. Bed, breakfast, and buds. Check me out. Our Place, BBB.com.
Okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk
how
about
can
it.
we support?
What you offer?
How
Go
can you
get
support?
some bread and breakfast. Man.
Well, if you this is the refined cannabis experience, right? This is not. I don't want you to think Beavis and Butthead. Here's the thing. Although cannabis is legal, it still has a stigma to it. It still look like, oh my gosh, you smoke weed. What are you doing? Go outside. People, yes, it's crazy, right? You go to hotels, there's still $500 fines. So I wanted to create this place and this experience where people can come and they can feel comfortable, right? I wanted the traveling doctor, the traveling nurse who's coming in. It's like, at the end of the day, I just want to smoke a little joint, go to bed, right? So that's what I wanted to provide, this upscale atmosphere. This is not Beavis and Butthead. This is not the throwaway couch in the back. This is a place where you will come, feel comfortable, feel like I belong here. What I do is okay, because it is okay, right? And so our place, Bed, Breakfast, and Buds, hit me up. Booking is available. Actually, I cannot make this up. I am booked all the way into the spring. And so, I know, ain't he good? Won't he do it?
Say it with your chest.
Won't he? So you can still go on. You can definitely still go, like I said, to ourplacebbb.com. And booking is now available starting for April.
But wait, what's the location?
I'm sorry?
Location?
You get the location when you do the booking.
So there's 4 Bs or 3 Bs?
There's Bed, Breakfast, Buds. So 3 Bs. Our place
Buds.
B.
That wasn't taken up?
Not bugs.
Like
buds.
that URL
Buds.
wasn't taken up?
It wasn't.
That's crazy.
That's nuts, ain't it?
Ourplacebbb.com.
Nah, seriously, that's
Ourplacebbb.com.
But paint the
That's
picture.
what's
Like,
up.
what are you offering? Like, what does it do? Like,
Well, one, let's
a
be
picture
very
for me.
clear. I'm not offering the marijuana,
Okay.
right? This is not.
It's-
This is Mary Jane friendly, but I do
Oh,
not
you got to
provide.
bring your own?
I mean,
Yeah.
What?
But do
I'm
you
not
partner
a seller.
with dispensaries?
So I am right now. If you come, once you check in, I have some dispensaries who are giving like 25% off or certain things off
That's
like this.
significant.
So really,
That's
it's
dope.
for you to have this environment. Again, being a flower girl, going to hotels. You always got to go out to your car.
Also a
You
flower
always got to.
girl.
You always got to go stand outside. You always got to do that. Like that.
Put a
shouldn't
towel
be.
under your door.
You always got to do that. So, I have.
I don't even smoke weed, but
You
they
do.
got
You
towels
gotta
before
wet
they
the
do
towel.
it.
You gotta
When
make
towels
sure
on the door,
Yeah,
you know
can
what time
turn
it
the,
is.
all
turn
that
the shower
fool
on,
shit.
steam it
Yeah,
up.
all that foolery nobody wants to do. So I have a king size room, I have a queen size room, I have a smoke lounge and then I have a parlor. Breakfast comes with it. With your breakfast, you can opt to
Who
have
cooks the breakfast and
cannabis
what y'all
butter.
cooking?
It varies. It depends on what's on
Like,
the
are
menu.
you cooking like grits? Or are you cooking like scrambled
Cheese,
eggs?
steak.
I mean, be
Welch's
clear.
grape.
We might do a little frittata. You feel me? You might get a.
Oh,
Let's take it to the next level. You feel me? You might get a little.
That's what's up. That's
you might
dope.
get a little banana powdered sugar.
Some crepes in there.
And I don't do crepes, but like French toast. You know,
okay,
special
okay.
type of bread.
It's
little
weed
thick.
infused, so it's weed infused in there. Like this.
You have an option. That is not something I push on anyone. You must, of course, sign a disclaimer, all of that. But you have an option if you want to get cannabis. Cannabis butter. You can get cannabis butter infused in your breakfast.
But if you
Well,
in there,
that's
if
what
you
I'm
at a
talking
cannabis
about.
friendly
Yeah.
place, then you get the cannabis butter.
That's what I'm saying.
You should, but not everybody wants that because not everybody likes to eat or they don't like to consume their cannabis that way. Some people like to puff pass, right? I also do a 420 happy hour, of course. At that time, you are
Obviously, I'm in the wrong industry.
I do a 420 happy hour where you can get a glass of wine, complimentary pinner joints, complimentary. I don't sell no weed. Let's be clear. Say it
Like,
again.
so
Louder
have
for
a
the
license.
people in
So
the
what if you
back. I don't
did?
sell
Like,
no green.
Is there repercussions if you did?
Well, wait, to have like butter and stuff, don't you have a license of some kind to do that or no?
No, because I'm not selling anything. I am
complimentary.
serving as a complimentary gift for you. You can choose to have it. You can choose not to.
Oh, the money's just staying there.
I am selling the room and the availability
Room
for
and
you
board.
to
The
have be
Yes.
there in
So
the experience. But when it comes to the consumption of marijuana, that is not something that I am providing.
So
I got you.
The question I have for you is, how do you like? There's so much that goes into this, but how do you differentiate between come hang out and have an experience, like, hey, bbb.com, and hey, dispensary, like, these people are here for you.
This
Like, these
Yeah,
people are
I
here
don't
for
know
you.
what the fuck you talking about.
No, these people are here.
I think what he's trying to say is like how you differentiate yourself from like an
No,
experience at a
that's not what I'm
dispensary
saying. Like, I'm
versus
here,
coming to this bed.
BBB.com, and it's like you have your house, and you do bed and breakfast, and then the dispensaries are like, yo, like we'll cater to you. Yes or no?
I think I know what you're saying.
No. Do they cater to you? Yes or no? 25% off.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Some of the places that it's
so,
some small partnerships.
How do you differentiate like what you like? How are you not a salesperson at that point?
I mean, I feel like at that point I'm more marketing and exploring. It'd be the same way. Where's the
You're
best
like a
barbecue?
liaison?
Where's the best barbecue? I'm gonna tell you go here.
Got
Where's
it.
the soul food? I'm gonna tell you go here. All I am doing is saying when you come to Denver, there is no need for you to do this on your own. Right?
We lifestyle specialists.
Let me be the one to help you guide you where you need to go, right? Yeah. Like you get a little, here's some of the things. Here's a lounge. Here's this. Here's, Chiba Hut, where all of their food comes in like, pinners. And plus, like, I want to provide the experience. I think a lot of times people come to Denver is like, I want to do this, and they don't even know where to go. They just walk in the first dispensary. So I want to be that one. I think the thing about bed and breakfast is you do get to meet a lot of people. You do get to have those conversations, right? You do get to say, hey, welcome, and show new things. So I'm a people person, so it fits my personality as well as, I look at it as doing an event. I'm very, particular and want everyone to feel comfortable.
All right, so I'm going to ask you, if I come from Boise, Idaho, and I'm like, yo, I need that fire. I'm staying at your spot. What flower are you going to give me? Like, what are you going to tell me?
I mean, right now, I ain't getting paid from nobody to advertise nobody. So, I mean, let's be
nice.
clear.
Media trained.
I'm not getting $1 to tell nobody
You asked my
where to
question
go.
way better.
That's what you
Where to go. Like, right now,
Media
I'm
trained.
not doing that. But, yeah, there's definitely some places that I'm going to direct you to.
Give me a strain, though. What should I smoke?
I'm
a
an
dispensary.
OG girl, so I like any of the OG strains. OG
We
Kush is
smoking
probably one of my
bum
favorites. I love a little bubble gum, like
Oh my gosh.
This boy got some ashy ass
but even
ankles.
still, you see what I'm saying? But even this man right here,
Donna,
that
you
is
got
the
some
perception
lotion?
of marijuana
You got some
smokers.
lotion
It's
for this
that
man?
perception that you just gonna.
No,
fall
that's my
out.
reality.
Okay.
I eat the world and I go to sleep.
Well, again, this is for the mature cannabis connoisseur, right?
That's what's up.
This is for the individual
That's what's
that's
up.
been doing this. This ain't for the fall asleep, pass out. Nah, this ain't for you. This
All
ain't,
right, plug
this
it
ain't
one more
your
time.
experience.
Plug it one more time.
Again, check me out. Our place, bed, breakfast, and bud, a refined cannabis experience. www.ourplacebbb.com.
There we
Holla
go.
at your girl.
Sade, what about you? What you got going that you would like to share with the people?
Man, I am a girl of accessories and real estate. Accessories.
Tell
I want
us.
you to look fly and then go purchase homes and sell them.
No, that's what's up.
I am the proud owner of Chic.com, which is you should be able to come and find statement conversational pieces from me, which they do.
Talk to him.
And they sell
let's
out.
tease out. So
Sade, what does that mean,
They-
though?
I'm-
let's
huh?
tease
What does that
out.
mean?
Yeah. Thank you, Damo.
What, my Chic?
No, statement conversational pieces.
Yeah,
Let's talk
like
about
those
that.
pieces where people are like, oh my gosh,
Where'd you get that?
I've never seen anything like it. Can you, oh my God, like it's those pieces. Or like, tell me more. Or like, can I get it? So it's those pieces that will shut the room down. Like someone is going to stop you. Where did you get it? How do I own it? It's those pieces. And then that particular, you're not going to see these pieces anywhere else. So I'm a buyer, I'm a shopper. It's that these are the items that ain't nobody else is going to have that I know is
And
going to
not
sell
looking
out.
for.
Mile High Flea Market ain't gonna get it. For
No,
me.
no,
Got it.
not
Is
at
that where
all.
you got them pants from?
Yeah,
What's happening?
Hey man,
Not at all.
those are a little slimmer than Damien than
What he's used
Damo
to?
is used to.
They
Hey,
tight.
I got
I
some.
mean, they
Hey.
besides.
That boy going to the strip club.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like,
Might be
girl,
going to Diamond after this. Huh?
yeah, I was
Di-
like,
bro.
The Diamond After the Dark featuring Uncle Damo.
hey, the underbelly of Uncle Damo.
Uncle Damo.
Oh my God.
Yes. Let's
what
talk
you
about
are
it.
tonight.
Sade, any more? Anything else you want to?
Yeah, I just taking on that passion and, just the love of real estate, like dibbling and dabbling in it and investing. And I'll just say that.
Hey, let me hold $5.
Just say that.
Let me hold $5.
This
You gonna buy me some pizza next door?
Bussin'.
I can.
Okay.
Hey, so real, so a question I really want to get out there, honestly,
Okay.
is, of course, Sade is my family, Hilary's my family, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I always talk about them too because they have this.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
No, you really don't.
To us?
No.
Keep going.
Oh,
No,
not
not
to us?
here.
Okay.
Not here.
Gotcha.
This is
This is
offline. man.
Not
I
for
really-
friends.
No, but I'm bringing this to the pod. So this is for friends. I really admire their friendship. Right. I think the question I want to ask is, and I hate to get kind of mushy on the show, but I think we like to dig deep sometimes. But how did all this start, man? And,
We talked about that.
No, their friendship.
Um,
How did the friendship start? What brought you guys so close together? And what made you guys, this 3-part question, and what made you guys comfortable enough to move forward with each other in business? 4-part, and what holds all this together?
God damn.
Damn.
All the 5-6-part questions Damo's had over the
I didn't say
2
nothing.
years.
No,
we
I
got
asked
this.
2-part questions.
Okay, let's go. Let's get mushy with it.
So break it down again. What's
I want to
number
see some
one?
tears. What brought this together?
No, that's it. What brought it together?
Hillary, like,
Why
we're
does
not
it
gonna
work?
Cry, are we? I
No.
want y'all to.
I want some tears. I want y'all to be genuine with this shit. To tell everybody how much you guys love each other.
Why would they
Absolutely. How
cry?
many fights y'all been in?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah, when y'all be like, I ain't
deep.
talking to that.
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's
Acting
get
all
into it.
funny and shit. Yeah, let's talk about it.
Well, I met Hilary at the bank when she had just relocated to Denver, Colorado.
Kansas City girl.
KC,
huh?
stand up,
Kansas City
$1
girl.
count.
Hey, Hillary had that fat bank account, didn't she?
Stop.
She
I
did.
didn't know bank account at that
did.
time.
That was dope.
And I think we just naturally, at that time, sort of hit it off. We didn't connect for another, year or so around. And I don't, it just happened.
Natural, yeah.
It happens.
It just
We
happened.
just connected.
A true sisterhood. So, yeah, there are ups, there are downs,
But y'all can finish each other's sentences like that. Like that's the shit. Yeah. They ain't telling it.
They ain't telling the
I
story.
wanna see
Y'all
some
giving
tears.
us boring. Like,
Yeah,
I saw her at the
I
bank.
saw her at the bank.
You know what I'm saying? I
You
seen
kinda
how
hit
many
it off.
dollars she had in her bank account, then I left her alone. And it's like, I got to go get mine. So I'm going to leave her alone for a
what
year.
Courtney's looking for?
Get my stacks up, and then we going to reconvene. Like, no, how? Come on. What's up?
Like, why did y'all connect?
Courtney knows.
Like, why did y'all connect? Why are y'all so close? What was the impetus? Like, what did you see in Hillary that made you say that this is my sister? Because I see it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you said it. She's definitely the yin to my yang, right? Like, I think there's so much of us that's different, but so much of us that's alike. Yeah, I think it was a natural thing. I don't know if I can go back to the moment in time where I was like, this is the one. Forever. Forever she's mine and I'm hers. But I mean, I think that when it comes to it, Sade and I have a lot from our values, our core, to our family, to our belief, to our love for fashion, to our love for sports, shit talking. It's a lot. We got a lot of things that we, really bring us together that are alike. And then we've got so much that's different. It's, where I'm up, she's down, right? Where she's black, I'm white. And it's a beautiful thing when you collectively put it together, right? So I think it's just some natural connection there. I was a girl, came here from Kansas City, didn't know nobody, pulled up in the bank like, hey, I need a bank account. And I met this beautiful soul, right? And she's right. I was trying to get things together, just moving here, but we came back at the right time. And at that time, we were, it just happened. It was like, okay, we gonna go do it. We gonna go. Let's go. We started, we was doing thrifting together and, just something we both enjoyed doing. And it became something that just naturally evolved. And, 10 plus years now, we still going strong, right?
This podcast.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Hey,
Like I
That's
said,
dope.
pod
That's
now.
what I'm saying. Y'all pod.
Y'all
Thank
met
you,
at a
Coach.
bank. let me get $5. That's all I need.
We might can loan you it.
No, I need
you won't.
$5.
Just
Small
loaning.
interest with the small interest
No,
right now.
I need $5. Hey, so
Word.
Oh, the way that we end the show.
Are we
is-
done?
No. I'm trying to hear from Sade. Let's
Yeah.
hear from Sade. I ain't like your answer. I ain't like that shit. I like Hilary's. I ain't like yours.
But that was her answer.
No. It's deeper than that.
Aggressive here.
How you gonna tell her your answer?
I mean,
Because
come
this
on,
is-
y'all got the
this
F
is our
effect
show.
together.
This is
I
our
mean, y'all
show.
doing that. You Hilltop. She's
I want the
smooth.
I want the sentimental shit. I'm trying to hear that right now.
the crybaby.
No,
I don't-
because I already
He's
told
reaching.
you I'm
You
trying to run the show.
ain't got it?
I'm already
All
been
right.
told.
I'm not reaching.
So
I'm not reaching. I know that shit.
hardcore.
I thought that was a great question, Cole.
No.
It was a great
Hillary,
question.
great
but,
job.
But
Man, you in the way, Damo.
You got a
Airball.
lot of love. You a great friend.
Airball.
Great friend.
Hey,
No, so are you,
you're
Sade.
Anthony
Sade, you just
Davis.
too cool sometimes. You just too cool for school.
Hey, Anthony Davis.
Just too cool. Actually, Anthony Davis
Let her-
is balling.
I mean, let her answer.
37
Let her answer the
and
question.
He'll be
Davis.
hurt next week.
Can she answer the question, please?
She gave the answer.
She said we're aggressive.
Why you stretching?
Oh, she about to get deep. Get in your
I
bag.
don't know what y'all want me to get deep
No,
about.
what he wants you.
All right, can we talk about your pod real quick? Is it a pod show? What is it? What do y'all like to go with it?
F
Is it a podcast?
Podcast.
F Effect
The
on
F
our
Effect.
network. Tell
On
us
our
about it.
network. What up, our network? Yeah.
Football.
Football. Y'all want to talk a little football
Y'all
before
don't
we
know
get out?
shit about
Foolery.
football.
Football, fashion, and foolery.
Y'all know about fashion and foolery. You know shit about football.
I can't
Bring
talk
your ass
about
to the
Kansas
show.
City.
Bring your ass
Oh,
to the
you
show,
know, I
Damo.
wanna-
Ain't no
I
fool.
no, it's Damo.
Damo.
no
Bring your
fool.
ass to the show.
So
You
let's
don't
talk
know.
about football.
Let's talk about a little
And
football.
you're from Kansas City. You don't know shit about football.
They just won a Super Bowl, yo.
They did just one.
That's
They're
so
not
aggressive. I don't even
He's
know.
a
I don't even like
hater.
how you
She
said
doesn't
that.
even eat
Welcome
barbecue.
to
She's
Damo.
from Kansas City.
He's a hater. What's up with y'all's boy? What's up with y'all's boy?
We suck right now.
Russell Wilson.
We suck right now.
Thank you. Go to
What's
them.
up? Is he
You don't
playing
wanna
his
talk
way
this
out
shit
of the
over
Hall
here.
of Fame?
Oh, he's
You
playing
don't
his
want to
way-
talk this
Is
over
he
here.
Yeah, he's
playing
playing
his
his
way
way
out
out.
of the Hall of
football?
Fame?
Yeah, he's playing his way out of it.
You think so? Tell us, Cole. What's up?
Big shot at him. Man, well, I talked about this on the F Effect, man. I really think that he is really trying to be in that upper echelon of quarterbacks. And I think I finally I finally came to the conclusion that he might be a system guy.
You don't think he could get there next year? Like you don't think he's just having an off year?
No, I think
He's
he's
a new coach next.
I think
that's an
I think he
excellent.
can get there next year.
You think
I
he
think
can get there?
can.
I think he's
I
a
think that's
system.
excellent insight
I
here.
think he's a system guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think he's a guy that needs to play in a system that makes him a game manager. That's what he was in Seattle.
Okay.
And-
Sade, what do you think?
He was in the
I
right
think-
system.
I think
Sade, what do you
With
think?
defense,
I want to
with
speak on his
Marshawn Lynch.
character. So
What?
I was watching Good Morning Football.
Okay.
Right, and one of the commentators said it's like Russell Wilson. He's squeaky clean, but nobody likes him. Nobody likes how
Programmed.
he carries himself, like off the field.
It feels phony.
Yeah, like it doesn't feel genuine.
Yeah.
Program.
It doesn't feel, and if that's what's coming off, like on the TV, maybe that's some of the murmur that you hear on the field. Like that means chemistry. There's got to be some I got to be able to connect with you, brother. And if I feel like you a phony, it's gonna fall apart. And so I do feel like some of that chemistry is just off.
Yeah.
It's just off there. Coaching. Bad play calls. I think they tried to switch it up too late in the season to give it now to the offensive coordinator. Like, listen, there's some things that are off.
They gave
Defense
Russ-
is
I
doing
like that.
good.
It's not.
Defense,
They
look,
gave
defense.
Russ
Defense is
too
nice.
much control.
Nasty.
Hillary go.
Defense
Nasty.
is
We
nice.
we
Talking about
corrected.
Russell?
No.
Yeah, defense is
about
nice.
your squad.
You talk.
No,
but
no, we
talking
still talking about
That's
Russell,
what I'm saying.
man.
You want?
Yeah, so
No.
we suck. We
Say the
suck
best
right
for
now. We
You wanna
suck.
say the
We
Y'all
gotta-
suck
we
right
gotta-
now?
We got to
No,
rebuild
they-
next
Well,
year.
let me say something because I think Russell. I
Dude,
think
you're
right.
a Raiders
He
fan
came-
and you owe me $100.
I think he came and he started focusing on his brand. Like I think he was getting in too much of like, yo, this is Russell,
Yeah.
me, the like RW3, like from TB12. Like I think he's trying to go that route of like, yeah, I'm
No,
squeaky
but
clean and I
but
could
killer. That's
do
what I'm
all
saying.
this, and now RW3,
Okay.
I got this, I
Yeah.
got that, and look how I carry myself,
Killer.
and now it's starting to hurt him of like, Yo, you're not performing at the end of the day.
Highly disagree.
But that's what I'm saying. Like he
Yeah.
wants to be in that Brady.
He is.
No,
You're
Damo.
you're lying to yourself.
he wants to be in that Brady Manning category.
Yes.
Right? So bring it back to when I said he's a system quarterback. When they were saying let Russ cook, let's let Russ cook. When he was at Seattle, they wasn't letting Russ cook. They was leaning on the defense, letting Russ be a pseudo game manager. Use your feet, but throw to the open guy. Lean on the running game with Marshawn Lynch. That's a successful way to win
that's all
games.
you want.
Now he's cooking. Now he's
You're
cooking
so
here.
full of shit,
Now
man.
he's cooking here with a coach that is allowing him that same reign
Dude, I
that
can't
Peyton
believe
had.
how Broncos
that
fans are so
that
full of
same
shit.
that same reign.
We're gonna
that,
let you go in a second, Damo.
That
Well, we'll
same-
let Hilari go, but
that same reign that Peyton had, that same reign that Tom Brady had, and it just ain't translating.
I
They
like
letting
that coach.
Russ cook, and he ain't cooking.
Dude, you're full of shit.
250.
You're a fake ass Broncos fan.
Oh my
How?
gosh.
How?
Yeah.
Say
Up,
more.
49ers,
Say more.
man.
No,
No,
say
no,
more.
No. Say
You're
more.
a
Say
fake ass
more.
Say more.
Hilary, do you have something to say
About the Broncos?
about Russell
You're-
Wilson?
no.
He was all right.
Russell
just
Wilson and the
Russell
Broncos,
Wilson.
or
Get away
just
from the
Russell? Okay,
Broncos.
listen, I was a Russell Wilson huge fan. I totally agree with Court. I think he is this program person. He was put into a system that doesn't work for him. In Seattle, he had Marshawn Lynch. He had the defense. That's not here, and so I think
They got a good
It-
defense.
it-
though.
your
here.
D's, it's here, but it's not here to the capacity of what he had. I
that's a
don't.
fact.
It's not,
Oh,
and
no,
nor
that's
is the
not.
coaching. Nor is the coaching here. Like, be very
coaching.
clear.
We
So
got
I
time
think
coaching.
I don't think yeah, I think that he is not. I'm not going to say he's not the good fit. I want to give the brother another year and say, they're going to work
Okay.
on it. I do think the coach has to go, right? Like,
I
but
agree with that.
We'll see. Listen, I've historically liked Russell Wilson. Now I don't know. Like when you talked about him being on the plane, doing shit where everybody else sleep. Like, you're doing too much, Russ.
you're
Like,
doing too much.
And what you're doing is not even affecting and helping you on the field. So do something
That was a
different.
wild take when
do
you said
something
that
different,
shit. That
right?
was
Like,
dumb.
and I don't know, and I think his passion's not showing. I think he's very like, I know things are gonna get. Like, I want to hear him say, "I'm fucking up. We gotta get better." I want to see it. I want to feel that, and that's what I don't feel. And
I don't want to hear a nigga
you
say
wanna
I
look-
like
It's not for
adversity.
me to feel because
I
You
welcome
want me to curse
adversity.
motherfuckers
No,
out.
we wanna
Yeah, we
welcome
don't want
a
to hear. We
win.
want to hear
Yeah.
when
We don't
that
wanna welcome
player
a
got in his
loss.
face that he needed
Yeah,
that.
yelling
I
at people.
think he's just missing something. He's just like here, like, okay, it's all good because he still got
Gotta
that
get
money.
Damo the mic over
He
here.
still
They
got
was
them
dying.
dying.
He is dying
They
He
was
over
dying
here.
still
to get
got
the
them
mic.
dying.
And he has the worst takes. Go ahead.
Okay,
What do you
let's go.
need?
Give us your worst take.
I have 3 takes. And
Keep it on Russell Wilson, man. Or
Yeah, I
okay,
am.
come on.
No, one of them's not. One,
Well, I don't wanna hear
one,
that, man.
You owe me $100.
We're not out of the playoffs because
No,
we're
your
4-7.
Raiders aren't going anywhere. Give me my $100.
Neither
Anyway.
are the 49ers. They're going to make it to the playoffs and then botch it like they do every year
what-
with
Say it again for the
Jimmy
people in the back.
Garoppolo.
NFC
Before that, it was
Championship,
Kaepernick. Yeah,
the Super Bowl.
that's a botch.
Say it
You
again
didn't
for
win
the
it?
people in the back.
Yes, that's a
Sports.
botch.
When's the last time the
Sports
Raiders
Cowboys.
been to a Super Bowl?
Go ahead,
Shut
man.
up.
When's the last
two,
time y'all been to a Super Bowl
Dude,
and
we
did
just-
damage?
We were just in
And
the
got
Super Bowl.
damaged.
Just relax.
Yeah,
beat y'all?
second
Number two-
place,
Who beat y'all?
Number 2,
Kansas City
Broncos
whooped that
fans-
I was about to say,
ass.
who beat y'all?
Broncos fans are so fucking fair weather.
I
Okay.
agree.
When Russell said he was coming here, it was
Woo! Party! Everything.
Jazz
I'm
hands
still a
everywhere.
Russell's fan.
Jazz
I'm
hands
still a
everywhere.
Russell Wilson
we
fan.
back.
I'm still
All
a
fans
Broncos
are
I was
fan.
told it was
Let's be
over for
clear.
Casey. I was
Let's be
told
clear.
it was over for Casey
It is,
when Russell
and I
came.
still believe it
Problem
is.
the
Get
problem
it
is-
out.
Y'all tried to get Jimmy
Get
out
it
of there.
out.
Speaking to
Remember
you. I was
that?
speaking
Y'all
about
tried to
Jimmy's
get Jimmy
gonna
out of
get-
there.
No, he's going to get
They
paid.
had the answer
We're
right
not
with
going to
Trey
go there.
Lance.
Jimmy's going to get
Okay,
paid.
okay, but y'all's getting Jimmy out of
No,
there.
Jimmy's
Jimmy
gonna get
balling
paid.
though. Jimmy balling.
Hey,
I'm just reminding you
Is
what y'all
he?
was doing.
He's
No,
doing
okay,
pretty
man, I didn't
solid.
agree with
He's
that.
doing
I'm sorry.
pretty
Get
good.
your take off.
Okay,
let
so
him get
number
his take off.
2, Broncos fans are full of shit because they were doing
Can you
jazz
talk about
hands.
Russell Wilson, please?
No, he's
Please.
talking about Russell. He's talking about Russ.
Doing
Dude.
jazz hands when Russell Wilson got here.
Okay.
Russell Wilson got here.
And what did we
and
get?
You got
Oh, you
nothing.
still jazz.
I'm still gonna do the jazz
No,
hands on
because-
that ass.
Put him up.
The coaching is
them shit
horrific.
Okay,
It's horrific.
but why though? Because
Everybody
because he's playing backseat to who?
Dude, did I say anything when you were talking?
Okay, I'm just
Yes, you did. Actually, you was doing a lot of fucking talking. But go ahead, go ahead, sir.
This is
You paying my
This is
$100 to
bullshit, man. Go ahead.
I did say that. Broncos fans are full of shit. Russell Wilson
You keep saying the
is
same thing.
A plus quarterback in a F system.
okay.
Hold on, Damo. He's an
He
A.
is damn
A
sure
plus.
not no A
What's
plus
an A
quarterback.
plus?
Who?
Top 5?
Top 5.
Cut it out.
Come on, man. He's top
Right
5.
now? Today?
Before this year.
Right now,
did
today?
anybody
He's
question?
never
Cut
been
it
top
the
5.
fuck out.
He's never been top 5.
He just
What
proved.
are you talking about?
You just ironclad solidified the point I just made. You said he's an A plus quarterback
In an F system.
And what did I say? I said he's a system guy.
Cool.
Because when
I'm done talking.
when Peyton went to the Broncos, Peyton brought his shit.
Wait, Cole. Stop,
When Brady went to Tampa Bay, Brady
Cole.
brought his shit.
He's
Got
an
a
A
ring.
plus. He's
Yeah,
A
I
plus.
think that's not realistic.
he
but
was
okay.
A minus.
He was in
he's
a
playing like
system.
C right now.
He was in a system
And when
that
he's
was
good, he's a
D.
good
he was
D.
in the system where he
Hey,
was not.
Don't
a
ask me my
guy.
opinion if people are going to talk over me.
Okay,
Damo,
good.
stop. You talk over everybody.
A plus
in this
quarterback in
segment.
the F system.
Thanks, Don.
Okay,
Which makes this team a C or a D.
He's not
Okay,
even an
they're
A
D.
minus, man.
Okay, cool.
For real.
So what's David Carr?
B.
What? Oh my God! Stop.
B.
Stop filming.
No.
Gotta have
Stop
Wait, so wait,
filming.
what's top 5? I would say that's A plus.
Stop filming.
So that's Rodgers. Do y'all agree with that?
You talking about overall?
Are
Or
you
we
talking about wait?
right
Are
now?
you wait? Are we talking
Yeah.
about this year or are we talking about overall?
we're talking about this year.
Overall,
We talking about this
So
year.
talking
then
about this year.
We talking
Russell
about this
is
year.
like a D.
Come
He's
on.
like 28th in the league as far as
Come on.
QBR.
overall,
He's a D.
Yes.
now.
Year.
He's a
I just
D.
looked it up, Damo.
He's a D.
I just looked it up.
let's
Oh,
cut
and
the
they
film.
put a D on him?
He's 28th in QBR. 28th.
Oh, yeah.
Hey man,
He's only better than 4 other quarterbacks
Hey, man.
out there.
there's
Sam
o-
Darnold is one of them. Like Baker.
Pull it
there's
up.
there's only
You want to bet
Pull it
100? Let's bet
No,
100
you already owe
first.
me 100.
No, I don't. But you
No,
want to
you
bet
owe me
100?
100.
Bet me 100.
No.
Well,
Y'all
then
don't
shut
talk
up,
about
man.
football
Then shut
often
up
on the
then.
show.
What you talking about?
It gets-
I'm
it gets-
assuming
Because
y'all
you
don't
don't know
talk
what you're
about
talking about. I just
football
looked it
often on
up.
the show.
No.
They don't.
Pull it up.
No.
They must not.
So give me
Whenever we
100.
talk sports,
Pull it up.
No.
our show
You
and rap.
know, so give me 100
It
first.
turns-
Wait a
let's
minute.
not
I
do
know
this.
who I
Let's
wanna
do-
play.
It
I'm
goes
gonna pull
here.
us
It goes
back.
here every
Talk
time.
about-
I
Every
said
time.
obviously
So
y'all don't
y'all
talk
Broncos,
about.
he's
We do.
Oakland.
We
Football
can't because
often.
this dude don't know what he's
It
talking
gets
about.
right here.
He don't know what he's
Is
talking
Damo
about.
a
It
Bron-
gets-
are
He
you a
doesn't let
Bronco fan?
No,
nobody
he's
talk.
49er fan.
I'm a
But
49er.
then
Oh, yeah, we just said that.
he doesn't
49ers.
have any
Okay.
points. He just be like, yo, you know what? And then this is just fucking jazz hands everywhere. And then y'all doing all
all right,
this.
I'm gonna bet you the
And
100.
he's an A plus. I'm like,
I'm
yo,
gonna bet you the 100. So
yeah.
the bet is Russell Wilson over his career.
Somebody said this year. Somebody said
Oh, this year, yeah. No, you're
Oh,
right.
no, it's this year. It's this
Yeah,
year.
And I
we
said-
talking about
I
this
thought you were
year.
talking about overall.
Then I
No, we
said
talking about
career,
this year.
he's A plus. You said yes, career. I threw out Aaron Rodgers. He's not better than him. He's not better than Tom Brady. He's not better than Patrick
He's
Mahomes.
top 10
He's not better
in his career.
No, he is. He is.
I
But-
said top 5 is A plus.
Yeah.
A plus
that's
is
fair.
like top 5.
That might
top
have been,
3.
You know,
But
that was
He's top
aggressive.
10. He
I
might
agree.
be top 10.
Damo proved my point though.
He's a system guy. So
He's
how
a system guy.
But Nathaniel Hackett doesn't have a fucking system.
Nathaniel Hackett is
I think we all know that. And
Courtney
I think
High
that's
saw
what we're
coaching
saying.
flag
That's why
football.
he's flunking.
He
I
ain't
think
coming
we're
in
saying
here
that. Because no
Amen.
system is in place, he can't shine.
Hey,
I don't
James,
think A guys
Jay.
need a system
Jay,
to
I
shine.
apologize.
They don't.
Ooh,
I'm-
say
I don't think
it
A guys
again.
need a system to
They
shine.
don't. They don't.
I
So
disagree.
he not
That's a
A.
real
They don't.
comment there.
They don't.
He not
What you
A,
got to
yo.
say about that,
They
Damo?
don't.
And I like Russell. I like
do
him.
too,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? I
That's
want to
a
have
good
him on
comment.
this show. So Russell, if you listening, man, I love you. But
No, he's gonna be like,
yo,
fuck
he's
you.
not an A. He's not an A, yo.
No, he's an A. He's an
not
A.
an A.
He's not. I said A plus. He's an A, and I firmly agree with that.
I don't even play football, but system guys don't need it. If they an A, they don't need a system, yo. I work whatever system you give me.
Or
highly
or
disagree.
or I bring my shit
Exactly.
and it
Yeah.
and it translates to wins.
Dude, but if you're
Yeah.
you're
and it translates
coaching,
Thank
to
you, Cole.
wins.
and you're only
He brought
as good
his
as
shit
your
here
coach.
and it ain't translate to wins.
0.
John Fox said, you know what, Peyton? You can have that offense over there.
Exactly.
Have it.
W's.
Hackett is acquiescent to Russ. What's Hackett's mantra? It's all about Russ. It's all about
He
Russ.
doesn't have a
mantra.
mantra.
I'm telling you what it is. As a Bronco fan, it's all about Russ. It's all about Russ. And that's what's starting to cause the dissension amongst the team because they're seeing the head coach. It's all about Russ. It's all about Russ. But the shit that Russ doing is translating into losses. When Peyton came over here, it's all about Peyton. It's all about Peyton. We go to the bowl. We go to two of them and we win one.
To the 49ers, y'all.
Good for y'all.
Yeah.
Next year.
And
I'm
gonna
sorry
end it up-
about y'all
Six-
because y'all
Listen,
then gave us some
next
great
year.
takes. And
Next
this
year.
man and got us all riled
6
up.
Super Bowls.
Chiefs
Next
Kingdom.
year.
6.
Let's go Broncos next year.
The 49ers have 6.
Chiefs Kingdom.
Man, in the 80s, yo. Joe Montana and them.
1 in
No,
95.
I said it was a beast though.
1 in 95.
Right. What is he
No,
talking
I-
about?
no, y'all
no,
won it?
don't let them discredit your wins. I
How
get it
ma-
all
how
the
many
time.
do the-
Don't
What, the Raiders
How many
got
Super Bowls
sold?
do the Raiders have?
4
Win.
We got one back
In
in
the
the 70s.
80s.
Don't discredit that man.
Yeah, so what is you talking about, yo?
We have more than y'all.
Great, Damo. So you didn't think we had none? Man, we don't even talk about the 49ers, man.
Okay.
Our
There's
show-
only like 3 teams
But
in the league.
We're gonna
can't
bring
say
it back.
on
Dallas.
the
We're gonna
FFA
come
somebody
back.
else.
We're gonna bring it back
on
in.
the
Because
FFA.
y'all are going somewhere.
On
Bring
the
us home,
FFA,
Cole.
on the FFA last night, I gotta admit, I said it was going to be the 49ers in Baltimore in the Super Bowl. That's what I picked. I said
He
the 49ers
did
on a
say
roll
that.
right now, and I said I got faith in Baltimore.
He did make
I
that
feel like
comment.
the
49ers
49ers
are nice.
I feel like the 49ers
But
is
that-
peaking. I feel like the 49ers is
Stick to
peaking at
that,
the right
though.
We did
time.
the same thing last year, Jay.
I feel like the 49ers is peaking at the right
Well,
time.
win a Super
Damo.
Bowl.
I feel like the 49ers
They
are
are.
peaking at the right time.
They didn't got.
Jay, we were in the
They
NFC.
picked up Christian McCaffrey. He gonna play this week.
In a solid
They got a
number
great
one
Why am I
defense.
talking to a basketball dude? My bad.
See, our show always.
I know about
Shocked.
football better than you do. You said
y'all
Russell
can
Wilson
effectively
was
talk about
a
these
shot. Come on, man.
You're right.
I know I'm right.
You're right.
All right,
Terrible
let's
take.
end with Damo. Let's end with Damo. Let's go.
Who should we have on the show? Who do y'all recommend that we should have on the show?
Get Ken Wild on the show.
Ken Wild? Is that what it is?
She went way left.
Ken Wild?
She went
Who's
on
that?
What does he do?
Is he like a porn star?
That sound.
No, he's someone that you should know in the city.
Okay, Ken
He's
Wild.
someone you should know in the city.
I love it.
He's a mover, a shaker,
high level. Very,
high,
very high
level. I think it will change up. Give you guys a different flow for once.
Ken Wild.
Not saying you don't
For
have a different
once?
flow. No, not like that. Not like that. But I think he would just spice it up. He will spice it up for you guys.
What
Like what
flavor
kinda-
is he gonna
Yeah, I'm
bring
curious
to the show?
now.
Nah,
think
Like,
nah,
what does he
no,
do?
ma'am. This was not my selection. I am.
Like, what does he do?
Ken Wild, he is the owner of Social Impact Solutions.
He's policy guy. Really
Policy
about moving,
guy.
Change.
He just knows everybody.
Oh, okay.
He knows everybody. Everybody
He don't
in
know
every
us.
state. Y'all, because y'all need to know him.
Yeah, I would
And he
love
need to know y'all.
I'm
He
somebody
does.
that you should know.
He knows Courtney.
What do you say?
Knows Courtney.
I am thinking that was a wild one. Good. Wild. You know, I don't know. I think I am in this performing, getting back to the arts, all of that. So I love we got to bring some kind of performer, some kind of person in the arts. I think of a, you know, I don't know if Kenya Mahogany has been on here before.
Oh no.
She's an amazing
What does she do?
spoken word poet. She kills it. She has the art of performance. Like I'm really out with her. She's super dope. She comes into our classes, into our schools, but she also does plays here locally, and you know, just she's a
Will you tag her?
big live personality.
Like tag her when we post this. Will you tag her?
Sure,
Please. And Ken as well.
Ken Wild.
sure.
Wow.
Ken Wild.
Wow, that name just sounds
Wow.
Ken Wild.
She
I'm
wild
like,
for saying Ken Wild.
Hey, that boy. I got some catching up to do with that dude.
You know Ken?
Wow.
Well, round of applause to Chic, Sade, Hilary Smith for coming on the show. Thank you so much. It's been a blast.
Thank
And
y'all.
you
Thank
never
y'all.
messed up.
Thank y'all. I think it's so dope what y'all are doing on this dot. To see you friends come together every week and just chop it up and bring out all these local guests and local celebrities. So y'all keep doing what y'all doing. Much love, much
We
respect.
appreciate that.
Thank
That's
you.
dope.
Yeah.
This
having us.
podcast, bustin'.
And you never stumble upon the unexpected if you stick to the familiar. So go out there and support the community. All right.
Community.
Look up Chic. They're doing big things. And we out.
Denver.org.
Hey, smoke some weed. Butt naked.